I mean, yeah, 8-0. We were feeling like nobody could beat us.
I don't know if that got to us.
Like they outplayed us.
We have to play to win and not play that we're going to expect to win.
Oh man, well, I'm going to cry just thinking about it.
We were 8-0 going into week 5. Hadn't lost a game. Me and Tessa felt like we were on the team. We'd contributed to a win.
Going into it, we were still on an all-time high. We hadn't lost. I think we'd only lost 1 game from a set. We were still on top of the world, and everybody else thought we were on top of the world. We were the team to beat. So we had some targets on our backs.
I mean, yeah, 8-0. We were feeling like nobody could beat us. We were feeling like we were the best team to ever do it, and that we'll ever do it.
There's nothing anyone could do to beat us, and the stats had proven it.
All-time high still. You know, we just enjoyed the game. We liked going. We liked winning. And I don't know if that got to us a little bit. You know, we've played every team once before now, and we beat every team, so we're kind of like thinking it's a walk in the park almost. But I think that kind of got to our heads a little this week.
Yeah, I think we all just had the feeling that, you know, we're undefeated, we're gonna win the next game, so our energy was up, but I think our guard was down.
And then we go in and we lose our first game.
Let's get him out, baby. Let's get him out quick. ABC! 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 ABC!
We all knew that we had been playing at a really solid level. Like, we had been playing an above average game for all the weeks. So I genuinely can't tell you what happened on our part.
Dylan Baker alongside me, Lucky Roberts to call the action today. Lucky, we get a treat. We get to see 8-0 ABC later in action on the court.
Well, and don't count out the STEM boys. The STEM boys have shown themselves to be very, very lethal, especially with Superman, Mecca, all their players. You know, they're really going to show some of that lust today. And I don't think, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some performance and maybe even upset.
That one was tough, you know. Obviously, we played the STEM boys a bunch of times. They had a bunch of new players.
It was the STEM boys. They were back with a different roster.
And that week, the STEM boys showed up with an entirely new team.
I don't know who these people are, but it's STEM boys.
Everybody's off, and the STEM boys are taking the balls quickly, but there's a false start called. Your ABC later cannot believe it. And what a start to what's sure to be an intense game as the ABC later squad is frustrated.
And it was nerve-wracking the entire time. I didn't have enough clipboards on me to break.
He was ducking. If he's ducking on the ground, yeah, if you're ducking.
What happened?
I hit him in the head, but he was ducking.
Nice try.
So did they get him out?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, good.
Joe, back pedal. Fucking go. What's number 1?
So all of a sudden, we lose the first set. And we were like, oh, okay.
We weren't ready for the team in front of us, and that's on us.
We're good. Aaron, Max, Katie, Callum, Finn, Fox, Annika. Thank you.
I wasn't feeling shaken at all. I was like, yeah, we lost the first set, but our backs have been against the wall before. You know, in the second week against the Purple Cobras, we went 3 sets. We've gone 3 sets before. I've been down 3-1. You know, I know what pressure feels like, and I was confident. And we came out that second set against the STEM boys, and we dominated. I was screaming. I don't know if there's any clips, but I was screaming to get the fuck off the court every single time I got someone out. That guy.
Coaching! You're starting next game. We're keeping the same lineup. You're starting next game. We're keeping this lineup right here.
You know, I was passionate. We were all passionate, and we dominated them in that second set. And we were ready to go into the third set, and I don't know what happened.
We stepped up the energy for the next set, and we won. And it was going into set 3. And unfortunately, we weren't able to pull through. The dynamic, I think, just from the first loss, just shifted our energy, and we took the L.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that game. You know, we went to game 3 against the STEM boys. And you know, obviously, anytime you have to face, you know, Superman, it's always a tough task. Such a strong player, and you know, everybody is always focused on trying to get him out. And you know, I do believe that we did get him out that game, but the refs didn't agree.
It was the first time since the start of dodgeball that I actually saw weakness in our team, and I saw the possibility of us losing.
I went for an aggressive play. I realized, you know, if they were all throwing 6-7 at once, it wasn't going to work out for me, so I went for an aggressive play to try to pick off one of their players, and I was unfortunately taken out on the back pedal.
We were down a loss, it just happened, and the other team yelled. And I think that's when we knew that this was serious.
You know, I don't think we were ready to lose a game. We didn't know what to do with ourselves.
Cheating every time.
Getting players that aren't on the roster.
This isn't even the roster.
The guy with the black top back hit.
What?
The guy got hit in the leg.
Yeah, you tell him that. Go tell him that right now.
We all saw it, man.
It was kind of like a shock to the system, and I don't know if we were able to bounce back from that. I think that was the point in the season where, you know, we lost our first game, and I don't know if we were ever able to recover fully from that.
We ended up losing, and I don't know, it didn't really hit me until a few minutes later. I remember just sitting on the bench like, wow, you know, that 0 at the end of our record, it's gone.
Like STEM boys won, like they outplayed us, and we weren't playing our best. So, you know, that happens. No one's ever gonna be perfect all the time. If it was perfect all the time, it wouldn't really be fun, right? That's what's amazing about sports, is that, you know, any team could be anyone at any given point.
You know, I think that just brought us closer together, if I'm being honest. You know, we never faced adversity, and I thought it was a pretty good thing going into the playoffs to get a loss under our belt, just so we know what the feeling of losing is, so we wouldn't have to feel it again.
How does this make us feel?
All victories have to come with some lows, and our low just happened to be a loss. So you know what? as Coach LeBoutillier would say, it was a minor setback, and it was going to be a major comeback.
Minor setback, major comeback.
You know, minor setback, major comeback.
Minor setback, major comeback. You getting this? ABC! 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 ABC, you later!
My first words out of my mouth were, we lost. That doesn't change anything. We're on to the next game. Obviously, my heart was slightly broken. I was angry, I was confused, but I knew for our team to keep moving forward, as a coach, I needed to move forward and encourage them on to the next game.
It's tough losing the first game of the two because you've got another one right after that.
Just because we lost doesn't mean we have to lose again.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously it was super humbling, but you know we had to focus on the task at hand. You know, just trying to win the next game.
So I think our mindset was take a deep breath, step back for a second, and let's reevaluate.
Coaches did a great job, you know, just telling us focus on the game at hand, can't control the past.
Of course, Coach Bloor, Coach Pearl, GM Katie, they brought us back on our feet.
We knew we couldn't go 0-2 that week. It just wasn't an option for us.
Obviously losing sucked. No one wants to lose. But, you know, losing was something that goes like, hey, guys, it happened. Let's get the next game. And we did that.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah.
Well, for me personally, the Purple Cobras have always been my least favorite team because they talk a lot of trash. Obviously, the Pink Panthers are our industry rivals, but the Purple Cobras they're good throwers. They talk a lot of trash. You know, they're confident, and whenever I play them, I just get really fired up. Like I was saying some things. You know, I don't mean it. To any Purple Cobras out there, I know I said some things. I said one of them looked like Piggy from Lord of the Flies, but I don't mean it. You guys are nice people, but you pissed me off, and I think you pissed our whole team off because we were just dominating that game.
I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. Douce with my boobay tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy your Westy world with my pay stub. Ooh, that pussy good once you sit it on my taste buds. I get way too petty once you let me do the extras. Pull up on your block, then break it down. We playing Tetris.
Blocking, that's all he's good at. Well, he's good at safety blocking. That's true. If he has the ball in hand, he will say he got it.
See, we like to keep it on the high note. There's levels to it, you and I know. Bitch, be humble. Sit down.
Get on the line. He moves down on the line. Everybody else here. Box, what a game, you're on the line. Come on, come on.
Going to our second game, you know, we had a different mentality and we were able to come up on top during that game, but I think that was our turning point, and our goal just shifted.
Get the fuck off my stage, I'm the Sandman.
Tessa, I wouldn't hug that. It's alive. He's out. Deal with it.
Yeah, of course. Good game, good game. Good work, guys.
Play well, man. Play well, man. Hey, what you happened though, eh, buddy? Try winning again. Twice, turn around. Hey, get us. Try winning. It'll shut us up. I promise you. Just win one. Just win one, and you're good.
After the two games were over that week, we were high on beating the Purple Cobras, but there was the week was tainted with a loss.
We were on a bit of a high after the win against the Purple Cobras, so that felt a little bit good. But at the end of the day, you know, a new coat of paint don't make the stain go away, as Chance the Rapper says. So we put a new coat of paint on with the win against the Purple Cobras, but we lost against the STEM boys, and that stain didn't go away.
Our guys didn't show up today. I'm gonna be dead honest. Wow. But we had 2 ladies that showed up. 2 MVPs from the past, only one this time again.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Fox and Kinney combined got us through these games. But our first 2-time MVP, Miss Fox!
Thank you, thank you.
I still tried to keep the same routine. We did our chant. We gave out MVPs. We took our team photo with the 9-1 sign. I thought that was important because loss isn't a bad thing.
One more time, guys. Getting the MVP. ABC! 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 ABC!
ABC! We still took our picture with the 9-1 sign. We made the graphic. We posted it, but we knew that we wouldn't be the same team after taking a loss. You know, every good team has to lose, but we were really hoping for that undefeated season.
The vibe was just off. I think we were all disappointed. Our heads were kind of hung low, but 9-1 is still a great record. Still first in the league, so.
The mood was that one was going to represent the fact that we are first place in the league.
I think the mood was still pretty high. You know, obviously when you're doing well, people kind of like to see you on the down. So obviously our comment sections on our social medias weren't very positive.
We did get some hate in our comments.
It was a loss that we took to heart, and we did receive a little bit of backlash for.
We weren't undefeated anymore, and just knowing that post on social media was going to go up and we were going to receive probably some comments.
Shortly after, from Toronto Beer Pong, a team that wasn't even in the league this semester, but apparently went undefeated the season before.
And we did manage to get the win, but it didn't feel good having a number that wasn't 0 on the other side. It definitely had other teams feeling hopeful, and that's not what we wanted to do. And so we just knew that we had to recover and do better next week.
Post game, going 9-1, I said, as a coach, a loss isn't what we wanted, but there's much more to learn from this experience. We'll come back stronger and harder than ever to prepare for the playoffs. This group that has been built will always win on heart, and that can't be taken away like our perfect record. The team showed so much heart that week, and we were just ready to move forward.
What did happen? I still want to know what happened, but yeah, I brought my best friend out to the game. You know, I told her about ABCU later since the day I joined, and I was like, you really got to come watch us play. You know, we're really good. And so, you know, she left her study break and came and sat in the gym and watched us play, watched us lose, and then watched us win. And then all of a sudden, our coach, Eli Pearl, decides to whip a dodgeball, and I mean whip a dodgeball, in the direction of the bench. For what? I don't know. And it nailed her in the face. And I didn't see it happen, but I just saw the aftermath.
Eli Pearl just smoked somebody on the side. I'm so sorry. For them. I'm sorry. I don't know. What happened? What happened? I'm so sorry. What the fuck happened? You later, squad. We won't be out. These are fans. Just driving them away. Jaden.
Hello, Cougs. That's her nickname. I would like to take the moment here to formally apologize for my actions. Since that moment, the intramural leagues sent me into proper counseling to understand where I went wrong, help the actions where I screwed up. Just like Trevor Bauer, I'm going to be making a comeback in the Japan League.
STEM boys, and that stain didn't go away. Like, that was a stupid fucking quote. That was so dumb. I was trying not to laugh after I said it.